You know, I'm gonna tell you something. Ever since Tom Cruise divorced Nicole Kidman, he's been mocked, he's been attacked, and even more so, he jumped on Oprah Winfrey couch for Katie Holmes. Now, I don't know the ins out of the relationship. I only know about what I've seen and what I've heard, every little bits and pieces. But usually, you can tell by a person's face and their body expressions that they're happy or not. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that Katie got with Tom because it helped her career or helped the name recognition. Cause remember, the biggest thing that Katie Holmes did to before she got with Tom, or when she got with Tom Cruise, was Dawson Creek. And she, like Michelle Williams, they went out there and they got what quote unquote Hollywood leading men. She got Tom, she got Heath, and let's just be honest. Because of that, their careers have risen. Now, have Katie's career risen as Michelle has? No, but nonetheless, she was married to the most famous man on the planet, and I think have been called the sexiest man a few times by People Magazine standards. And we knew, like she knew, that Tom was a Scientologist. And we've all heard stories about it. Some of it could be true, and a lot of it can be lies, or just that other religious beliefs want to say my religion is better. This is why I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious, because whether you're a Scientologist, whether you want to identify yourself, you say you're a Christian, or you want to say you're a Muslim, or whatever your religious beliefs are, I don't think you're any better than anyone else. It's what you do as a human being. If you believe in a higher power and believe that all human beings should be treated right, then I'm down with you. But I really do think religion has fucked a lot of people up. And a lot of people who once Catholic or Muslim or Buddhist or whatever have gone to these other type of religions, or like Scientology or Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard, that kind of thing. And they're looking for something as human beings, something to hold on to. But if Tom Cruise is as extreme as they say he is, then he's like most Americans or most people around the world. He's locked into a man's interpretation of what God is, what the Bible is, or whatever their beliefs is. But I'm gonna be honest with you: if Katie really was concerned about it, Katie would never got knocked up by him. Let's just be honest. If she's worried about her daughter, she could have bounced a lot sooner. Why did she wait? See, I'm watching the meet. I'm watching how they finna make Tom Cruise out to be the bad guy. I mean, all he did was profess his love for this woman. People made a big deal about it. I guess the reason why people made a big deal about it, because white guys aren't supposed to be showing their emotion like that. If they do it, they're not supposed to do it in front of a black person, especially a black woman, or the world to see. Because they made a big deal out of it. And then their whole interview with Matt Lawler, they made a big deal out of it. It's just that, they're not supposed to show themselves in public. You heard me say this stuff before. But don't think both of them didn't get something out of this relationship. And don't think that Katie Holmes is an angel. And people are going to say, well, how do you know this? I'm just saying, the thing that she was well known was for a TV show on the WB. And all of a sudden, she jumped from a WB star to hanging in Hollywood. That's a big jump. And I will sit there and say that she was doing the same thing her former co-star was doing, Michelle Williams. Now y'all can sit there and say maybe Tom went after her. He could have. She's younger than him. Tom will be 50 years old tomorrow. And I think Katie is what, 33, 34? I mean, they got some age on them. It's not a 10-year age difference. It's not it's not a 20-year age difference, but damn near. I mean, it's called for what it is. But I see people on TV calling it a cult. Scientology ain't no more cult than any other religion. You got people get up every Sunday morning and go foam at the mouth, sing hymns, and then raise hell shortly after it. Let's not judge people unless we want to be judged, right? But see, some people don't look at things like that. I'm not a perfect person. But this is why I can't go to these different churches anymore, because everybody's always passing judgment. I can't remember back when I was in grammar school. I remember when I was going to Catholic school, and I remember kids talking about, what church you go to? And I was like, we don't go to church on a regular. You going to hell? My mom and daddy said, if you don't go to church, you don't believe in God. I said, how the hell you going to tell me what I don't believe in? And half those women that are now women that I've gone to school with, they all out there fornicating, got multiple children, single, doing all kinds of horrid shit. But you're a churchgoer. Don't God and frown on those type of things. Same things for these pastors and stuff. They sit there and talk about the worth of a woman, but yet they try to sleep with every woman in the congregation, or filling women heads with this woe is me lie shit. So before we start criticizing other people's religious beliefs, better look at our own. Because, like I say, ain't no religious organization 100% perfect. And they all are cults to a degree. Now, I know there are going to be some of you out here who go to church, going to disagree with me and might take what I say offensive, but I'm just being honest. If you look at how every Sunday, look how people go foam at the mouth and talk about love thy neighbor, then turn around and criticize. Here it is. You got a lot of these church-going people don't even want to see another human being with health care, another human being to love who they want to love, or live their life the way they want to live it. So before we can sit and start criticizing and mocking those like Tom Cruise who believe in Scientology or any other religious belief, we need to look at ourselves. But don't think that Katie Holmes is an angel. And I know y'all going to say, Harvey, this is some of your videos, you've come off the beaten path. You're not talking about race as much. Yeah, I can go there in the racial aspects of it. And I think I might go in the racial aspects of religion. Come on, y'all thought I didn't go that far off the beaten path, right? First of all, I think blacks got too much religion as it is. And a lot of our religious beliefs and ideology have come from the so-called dominant. This is why if y'all looking at Tom Cruise and people saying what he's doing is crazy, look what we doing as a community. We got brothers and sisters out here making excuses for other brothers and sisters, and they say, let's just pray for them, let's just pray for them, let's just pray for them. How many of y'all realize that our ancestors back during slavery was forced not to practice their religious or cultural beliefs? And then some time around, I forget what year it was, they realized, you know what, maybe we should indoctrinate them with our beliefs. And so this is why you got blacks in them on Sunday morning, emulating the same things their white counterparts do. This is why you got mothers and fathers or grandmothers already got the damn Bible around. This is why we got brothers and sisters jumping around, dancing, saying they got the Holy Ghost, when all you got is something that you got a psychotic break to a degree. I have family members like that. I have acquaintances, friends like that they can't go a minute without bringing up God. Now, don't get me wrong. If you believe in God, you believe in God, but I don't want to hear it every 5-6 minutes. That belief is a personal belief. That's if you talk to God, I talk to God every now and then. God knows what's in my heart and my mind. Like people say, if there's a God, I like to believe it is. It does give you some solace to know that maybe it might be a higher power than you. But then again, it may not be. You also got to keep that in mind. And that's another thing about the people who are atheists or non-believers. Don't push your beliefs on somebody. Just like you say you don't want pushed on us. See, this is why I go back to the whole point of everybody being hypocrites. And with this Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes thing coming out, this was like perfect timing. A couple of weeks ago, Creflo's daughter was said that her father abused her. Now, if he raised his daughter by the teachings of the Bible, where the Bible is, respect your mother, thy father, yada, 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 well, he must have failed at some point. And you notice how the media, and I'm not saying he didn't do anything or she lied or whatever, because we don't never truly know. So how the media went after Creflo. Then they go after, what's the brother that got supposed to had sexual relations with those guys in Atlanta? I can't think of Eddie Long, right? Look how the media went after the black church. It's like the media got a mad on for black churches or black pastors. If you notice that, but they don't go after men and women in the Catholic Church or Mormons, they like respect their space and privacy. People consider Mormonism a cult. The Catholic Church can be considered a cult. Look how they worship a man. They worship the Pope. But if you go back and break down that history of the Roman Catholic Church, knows that they had a big part in slave trade. That the things that they've taken or the practices of things that they've done, they've stole from other people. Go look at the Da Vinci Code and all these different movies and books and everything. These things that tell you how dangerous religion can be. Now I know I'm going to get hit for it, and so be it. But these are my observations. These are my opinions. So before y'all start talking about this religion is a cult or I don't believe in this person. And I guess another time is great. Mr. Farrakhan was talking about L. Ron Hubbard and, talk about their beliefs and stuff. And he's getting criticized by people in the Nation of Islam and people outside the nation. Maybe you can take bits and pieces from different belief systems and put it together. If it can make you a better person, make you a more honest person, more loving person, I'm down for it. But for people to sit and start talking about what's a cult, what's not, and not look at it all, they hypocrites. Remember, we got a lot of church-going people around this country, around the world, that talk about don't do this and don't do that, but then turn around and do the most insidious thing. It's just like you got people who are Hindu talking about, or Muslim talking about the body's a temple, that you shouldn't mess with drugs, alcohol, and all this other stuff, but yet they come into our community and sell those very poisons back to our people. Those are hypocrites. This is why I think organized religion from any ethnic group or any part of the world is dangerous when you have people who are twisted or weak-minded people who can't use rationalization skills or rationalize certain aspects. Like I said, I believe in all people should be treated fairly. We should love everybody, and that's what God, and I think that's what every religion says. But people twisted. There were people justifying slavery through religion. Sexism, homophobia, classism, all kinds of things. So maybe the thing with Mr. Farrakhan, the thing with Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, the thing with Creflo and T.D. Jakes and the Catholic Church shows us how fucked up religion can be when you have weak-minded people or greedy or people who are just believe in superstition or believe in lies and distortion. Think about it.